Hey everyone, Alison here. Our very first day of Drunksmas is brought to you by Amazon Collectibles. Guess what? Amazon sells wine now. Amazon connects customers with thousands of wineries that deliver right to your door. They have over 5,000 wines available. They are licensed wineries of all sizes from top producing states such as California, Washington, Oregon, New York, and Texas, as well as emerging regions like Walla Walla, Red Mountain, and more. Now there's a special offer right now. You can get 1 cent shipping on select wine. Use the promo link www.amazon.com/nerdist to get that. Their item of note. You say this wine, Alex. Grigis Estate Wines. It won the celebrated Paris tasting of 1976. So there you go, people. Get your wine delivered to your door for even more convenient drinking. You are welcome. On the first day of Drunksmas, the happy hour gave to me another Tesla story.
Now entering Nerdist.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Drunksmas 2016. What? This is the half-hour happy hour with Alison and Alex. I'm Alison Haislip.
And I'm Alex Albrecht for the next half an hour and then 12 hours.
No, not 12 hours. 12 episodes.
Help me, Lord.
It's 6 hours. 6 hours.
It's 6 hours. 6 hours.
Yeah.
A solid 6.
Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I allowed to
You're
talk?
not. Don't talk yet.
yet.
We haven't introduced you. Finish your intro, Alex.
We are happy to have with us our flight engineer
you haven't
extraordinaire.
introduced yourself.
I just did.
You didn't say what the show's about.
We drink
We drink
and talk.
We talk.
We drink and talk and drink and talk.
Episode 1's off to a great start.
Episode 1's off to a stellar start. With us, as always, the flight engineer extraordinaire, Tom Super Volcano Krajewski.
Thank you for having me.
How are you, sir?
Good.
Yes,
Excited.
if for some reason you are tuning into this to this podcast for the very first time, this is our Christmas special, Drunksmas. We are recording 12 episodes in a row. We will
Correct.
be having a drink with every episode.
Correct.
You will get to hear them one a day starting December 19th for the
Correct.
12 days of Drunksmas.
Yes.
There you go.
And sometimes,
welcome.
nay, hopefully every time,
We'll have an awesome
we have
guest.
lovely guests come and sit in.
Yes,
Yay.
segue.
Lovely
Priya.
segue.
There's that angelic voice we heard earlier. I'm very excited to introduce my friend Bria Grant
Hey, guys.
on our show. Thank you for being our very first guest this year.
Oh my God! Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. I think
9:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know.
It's great.
It's
You
great.
have to see us
Speaking of,
sober.
let's cheers and have our
Okay.
very first drink.
So while
Cheers, guys.
while we are cheersing,
Yes. Oh.
factual informations about my medical science.
About your medical science?
About my medical science.
Yeah.
Now,
This could be a sad story.
No, it will be a sad story, but
Okay.
it might have a happy ending.
But let's get the Cliff Notes version of it because we only
Sure.
have 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we have 30 minutes.
You guys are a little bit of a married couple. Do you know that?
I totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, so as I said before on last episode, I have been on antibiotics, and my face explodes when I drink alcohol.
Right.
So I was going to pause and wait. It's funny. Just the concept of knowing I'm about to drink alcohol, my face is already getting red.
See, I think this is the thing. I think it's psychosomatic.
No, it might
just
be.
wait. Just
Your face
wait.
literally explode?
Yeah, a little bit,
Explodes?
a little bit. It becomes numb, and there's like tingling in my forehead, and then my neck gets. Anyway, so I waited until last night to have a glass of wine. I was like, I'm gonna have a glass of wine. I finished researching all the stories for 12 episodes of the show. Printed everything out because I couldn't remember if we had internet or not. And so I was like, I'll have half a glass, and I looked like I had a horrible sunburn.
Yeah.
And my neck started swelling up and all that stuff. So Jen,
Tom's wife. Super
who-
Volcano's wife is here. She's
yeah.
helping us out all day. God
Mrs.
bless
Volcano.
that woman.
See, I told you I was married.
she exists. She had mentioned that there's a lot of like yeasts in both wine and beer, and
Yeah.
I've only tried wine and beer.
Right.
So I am currently holding
A whiskey.
hard liquor.
A whiskey.
Now I'm going to go on record as a scientist,
Okay.
and say this is a horrible experiment.
Seems like a terrible
But
idea.
it's
Thank you.
Drunksmas. It's
Thank you,
Drunksmas, so
Britta.
that it's the
So
time.
we had to at least try it.
Tis the season. Take a sip, Alex. Let's see what
God.
happens.
Steve's face
Oh, here we go.
literally explodes.
Oh my God! No. Just drink it
I mean,
slow.
it tastes lovely.
Yeah, just drink it slow. Listen.
It is my favorite thing to do.
No one's gonna judge you if you have. If
I feel
you
like
don't
everybody's
have-
judging me.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What? It's your favorite thing to do?
Yeah.
Are you? What kind of hobby you're gonna get if you like can't drink anymore?
Yeah.
You know what, Bria? I thought about that. I had a moment
like
last
whittling.
night.
You're gonna like get into like some weird. I don't know. He's really into like paper mache now.
By the way,
Yes.
how amazing would it be if everybody had an Albrecht paper mache in their house?
I love it.
Super
And you know what I'm
amazing.
saying?
Pretty cool.
I'd take requests. It'd be great. No, but I had that thought where I was like, fuck off. If I can't ever drink again, what am I going to do?
Did you sue the drug company?
I don't know.
If
don't
it
know.
messed you up.
I doubt it.
I mean,
It's a drug
Alex,
company.
literally, if you can't drink
just,
again,
you
we
just
have.
lose. They just come to your house
Yeah.
and shoot you in the face, and
Yeah.
then they're like, "We're a drug company. Who cares?"
And then they're like, hey, here's all the drugs to fix the shot in the face that we just gave you.
I mean, if you
They don't
can't
care.
drink, we have to change the name of the podcast.
That is true.
That's a problem.
That is true. We'll just call it a lightly entertaining 20 minutes.
Okay, we have a lot of business to get to since
Wow.
this is episode number 1. We have some thank yous we have to get to. So, Bria, I'm glad you're here for this because you get to kind of hear the history of this podcast.
I'm glad I'm here for this, guys.
Yes. So we decided to do Drunksmas for the first time last year, and we realized the only way we would survive drinking 12 episodes is if we had a lot of food.
Correct.
So
Okay.
we did a call to action to the listeners to send us food all day.
Oh wow!
And
Yeah.
last year, like, they came through in flying colors. This year, we showed up and we already have packages that have been
Yeah.
delivered. We don't normally record here. This isn't our space, the
Yeah.
address we give you guys. So God bless the man who lends us his space.
Yeah.
He just like, randomly accepted these packages for the half hour.
Yeah.
happy
Oh,
hour.
wow.
I was actually talking to him on the phone
Yeah.
about something else, and he was like, oh, hold on. And he was like, oh, this package showed up. And I was like, yeah, so it's probably for the half hour happy hour. And he was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, yeah, there's going to be more of those. And he was like, oh, okay.
So we're going to open one package an episode right now.
But you guys called for food or just general gifts?
Well,
food,
everything,
but then
everything.
Happy to
last
accept
year,
gifts.
gifts
It turned
started
into
showing
gifts.
up.
Yeah.
And so I think now
Not a
people
bad thing.
get it. Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is the first thing I've opened up.
Okay.
Hi. Oh, it has like a full note.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Alex, Allison, and Super Tom Volcano. I
Nice.
sent you a book, Allison. You can definitely finish. Oh, great.
Nice.
The second book is for Alex or Tom. Or you guys are going to have to fight over it.
Yeah, we will.
To
Wow.
keep or to regift. Hint, 2.5 feet crane on back page. I don't know what that means.
I
From
wonder if
David
it's an origami
Pick.
book.
Maybe that's your new hobby.
It's
A
from
new hobby.
It's from
Folding
David.
paper.
It's from David Pick in Fondue Lake, Wisconsin.
David.
I'm not joking.
Oh, yeah.
There's a place called Fondue Lake.
That's where all the cheese comes from. Don't you know
That's-
Fondue Lake? And by the way,
It's
it's
a
in
giant
Wisconsin.
lake of cheese.
Yeah.
You walk in, you're handed little tiny pieces of bread.
Yeah.
So
By
fun.
the way, I want to go there so bad.
Oh my gosh! You got us Lego pop-up books.
Oh my god.
What?
That
Oh
is
my
amazing.
goodness, they're amazing. Here, you guys can fight over that
they're so
one, and this
cute.
one's mine.
Look at that.
I like that
Thanks,
it's a book you
David.
can finish.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right.
I've talked about how I don't read books anymore, and it makes me sad.
You don't read books anymore?
I used to read books all the time.
Oh my god, I read so many books.
Yeah,
I
and
read
then-
like a book a week.
It's almost like since
Really?
I don't drink very much.
Yeah.
it's
What
almost
do you
like
do?
I was like, I
Literally
stopped
is my
reading
hobby.
once I
It's
started
literally my
drinking.
hobby. I literally read like a book a week.
it's almost
That
like
is amazing.
since
You-
books went
you're like a
digital,
real
I
adult.
just like don't read them as much.
Oh,
This
I
is
like get a
such-
Kindle, man. Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's cool.
This is such a sweet little thing. Look,
Oy.
Lego truck just popped up.
Do you? How does
Oh,
it? Do you
man.
build? That's a castle.
That's a castle.
That's a
cool.
fucking castle.
Yeah, I think it does things too.
I feel like didn't we have a? Oh, Allison
crown.
Oh
got.
my gosh,
Allison got that circus excited.
that's
one
hilarious.
does-
Oh, I see. They do things.
Oh, they do things.
Turns into a dinosaur.
Wow.
Oh my gosh,
That's
that
pretty
is
sweet.
so cool. Thank
That is
you,
amazing.
David.
So-
right?
Okay, you guys didn't have like an Amazon wish list. You just were like,
Nope.
here's the address.
Yep.
Don't show up there in person, but
Yep.
send something again.
Yes.
Great.
Also, you dropped something, Tom. Something. Your pop. Your pop
Yeah, thank you,
popped down.
David. Yeah, there we go. That's amazing. Okay, the other thank you and apology I have to send out.
Oh.
I've mentioned multiple times on this show that my friend from Space Camp, Cheryl, listens. Yeah. And she got very upset with me.
Why? She was like, "Don't tell people we
No,
went to
And
space
now she's
camp."
like really upset with
No.
you.
So yesterday I texted her and I was like jokingly was like, "Hey, so are you going to send us our first food order for Drunksmas like you did last year? Because last year she was the one who sent us like right when we
Oh,
started. She sent us
right.
El Pollo Loco.
El Pollo
I
Loco.
cannot speak Spanish, obviously. So I jokingly was saying, I was like, "So are you gonna?"
It's like McDonald's. Oh, I can't speak Scottish.
I can't. I know. But I was like, are you going to send us our first food order for the episode? And she goes, no, because you apparently forgot about my order last year.
What?
I'm adding the attitude. This was via text message. She might have not been that.
She could have been just crying.
Yeah.
No, you forgot about my order last.
And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, Alex mentioned that you got a platter from Baja Fresh, and that was from me. Like a couple episodes ago, we were talking about what people sent, and you were like, we got a platter from Baja Fresh. I was like, I don't think we got anything from Baja Fresh. And she's like, you forgot about me. And I was like, because you sent it from El Pollo Loco.
Yeah.
Not Baja Fresh. I was being more specific. So we literally got in like a quasi text argument over this thing.
Amazing.
And then she jokingly was like, well, I'm just going to send you a bunch of eggs. And because, I hate eggs.
Yeah.
You hate eggs?
I don't eat eggs. I think they're gross. I think we've all been lied to.
I kind of agree with that they're gross.
Right?
Yeah.
But anyway, Cheryl, God bless her heart, did send us something. And it was the very first thing to arrive. And she sent us a lovely spread of pastries.
Oh, my.
But the best part about it is that on the box that they arrived in, it says Cottontail, which was my nickname from Space Camp. And there's a little bunny drawn on it. So, Cheryl, you killed it. Once again, I will never forget this.
I just need to make a point right now, which is that Alex's face is super red.
Yeah, right? I can feel
It
it
is
happening.
little.
I can feel it happening.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to like draw
No,
your
I know.
attention to it.
No, no.
Shit,
Make it
we
worse.
should
get a picture
But
of
it's
this.
red.
No, I know.
It's
I can feel it. It feels like a sunburn.
Yeah, it
I mean,
looks
I can
like a
really
sunburn.
feel it.
Yeah.
It's starting to come in now.
I wouldn't drink anymore.
As he
Yeah,
picks up his drink
that's-
again.
You said that as you picked up your whiskey.
I was sort of picking it up to put it away, so
Yeah.
maybe that'll like make my face.
I mean,
yeah, I can feel
what
it
it
coming
looks like
waves.
is when
I'll finish it.
people
I'll
drink
finish it.
too much.
Yeah.
Not now,
It's,
but
when
I'll
people
finish
drink
it.
too much,
But
they get
look how
flushed.
much of that I had.
You've had 2 sips.
I had 2
Wait, maybe I
sips.
shouldn't touch it. You're
You just
sick
need to like
lips run.
your body's just not fleshed with that stuff. Because think about like antibiotics stay in your body for like a really long time. You got to flesh it out.
Yeah.
You know what? A, thank you, science, for curing my sinus infection. B, fuck you, science, for not figuring out a better way to cure my fucking sinus
I
infection.
sort of feel like you could just drink your way through it.
No, no.
Is that
'Cause
a
here's
dare?
the thing.
Is that
Here's the thing.
What's the thing?
It feels like something's wrong in my body.
Okay.
Yeah, I think your liver would
then
just
never
give
mind.
out.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
what's
like
happening.
I'm my face is red. Oh, that's so funny. I didn't even notice. It's
you,
like
you don't just feel flush; you feel weird inside.
Yeah. I'd say you should exercise and sweat out the
Oh man!
antibiotics, but I know
Let's-
you're not going to do it.
Let's say
Yeah, but then
I
I
would
gotta
say
do that.
exercise is the answer to most things.
Yeah.
Is it?
So
Yeah, have you ever read those things where they're like, do you not want to die of cancer or something like that?
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
like, you should exercise.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you not want to get Alzheimer's? Exercise. Hey, if you want to get a heart disease, you should exercise. Like, it's like literally, it's like as long as you exercise and eat leafy greens, you're like set for life.
Oh man,
I agree.
Is a croissant a leafy green?
not at all.
Damn it!
Not even
If
remotely.
it's a spinach croissant.
It's in the kale family, but not quite as leafy green.
By the way, I wish somebody would come out and say that croissants were in the kale
The kale
family.
family.
Why do you say it like that?
Because it's French.
Okay. Well,
It's French.
but are you French?
I am some
Croissant.
French. I'm
Yeah,
some French.
Albrecht is definitely French.
All right.
French,
So-
German. We conquered France. That's not a thing.
Croissant?
Croissant.
Croissant.
What do you say?
Croissant.
A croissant. Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
from East Texas. I didn't even have one until I moved to like Los Angeles.
You're like, is this croissant from Thai food? You're like, no,
What's
no.
France?
Really, that's-
So I think it's official.
it's from Starbucks.
Alex is going to have a sober Drunksmas.
Unfortunately.
Wow, so you're the both of you guys are gonna
Yeah, Tom
wait.
and I will carry the banner for you, Alex.
And
Have you guys
guests.
ever barfed?
During Drunksmas?
Yeah.
Or just
well,
in
this is
general,
only our
yes.
second
Not
one.
generally. Have you ever barfed?
Yeah.
Like that's not like an overall question.
Yeah, I was like,
You're-
many times.
This is only our second Drunksmas.
Did you barf
We didn't.
last
We
year?
didn't barf the first one.
No.
I would
No.
barf.
Yeah. Well,
I'm an easy barfer though. Like
Really?
everything makes me have to barf.
This is going to be fun.
Everything comes right back up if it doesn't agree with me. If I was you, I'd
thankfully
already
the
barf.
studio has
You're
a
like,
bathroom.
my face is.
And then I feel better.
I feel better. Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
get you some more champagne.
Okay, Bria, tell us what you've been up to.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, it's December. When does this come out? Like 2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, basically.
Because I was thinking
3
about how
days.
weird it is that you guys are doing stuff today, and then someone's gonna be like, "I've been doing this," and it's like that was 12 months ago by the time it's released, which is confusing. Today, what am I doing?
I feel like you're
work wise, or just like generally in my life.
well, or whatever. But
Either.
I feel like you've become the queen of indie films.
Whoa, really?
Like I feel like every time
That
you
is
tweet,
true.
You know how I know that's true? Because I have no money in my bank account. That's what happens when you're the queen of indie films.
but you literally like every other day are tweeting about some new like thing you're involved in or
what's so
some
weird?
premiere you're
It's
at.
that,
or,
it's that thing of like the last few years I've been doing a lot, but then indie films take so long to
come
come out.
out,
So they're
yes.
just coming out. Like
Yeah.
these films I did like 2 or 3 years ago. Like the one,
Oh,
there's one.
interesting.
So I'm in one called Beyond the Gates that's in some theaters right now. If you have like a little indie movie theater in your town, it's probably there. It's
A
like
Lemley or something.
People will love it if you like nostalgic throwback. Like if you're like, I loved Stranger Things, like you'll love Beyond the Gates. It's very,
nice.
it's a horror movie, but it's like very 80s and it's not set in the 80s, but it has like that feel. Like if you're like, I love Phantasm and like 80s horror movies, then you'll love it.
Sold.
But you can see,
Yeah.
also you can get it on VOD.
There you go.
And then I'm in another movie called Devil's Dolls that just got to Netflix.
Yeah.
And that's,
Oh, nice.
That I
You're
shot
like-
but I shot like 3 years ago, so it feels to me like, oh, right, that movie. And like, I'm doing interviews for it now, and then they're like, your character. And I'm like, tell me my character's name.
Yeah, you're like,
What did I
does
do?
anybody have a copy of the script?
I
It's been a
don't-
bit.
and they're like, you're in this scene and you do this, and I'm like, am I?
Yeah.
Like, what do I even look like? What am I
Right.
doing?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not going to rewatch that. I mean, I've seen all of them recently because there's been like premieres and stuff. But yeah, so I've been doing that, and then you and I.
Yeah. So what's this? You
Okay,
guys started talking, and then we were like, we need to hear
I've
this
been
on the show.
shooting. I started about a year ago. I started shooting this movie, and we're still kind of shooting it. But you know what?
Wait, a year ago you started?
You think that's bad, but here's the thing. I think it's going to be good. It's very exciting to do it. It's so fun.
It's called Apple Cart.
Apple Cart.
Yeah.
And so
specific.
if you're familiar with this movie called John Dies at the End or Phantasm, which is a favorite of my 80s horror movie that I love, there's this guy, Don Coscarelli.
So wait, now Phantasm is the one with the floating ball of death.
Correct.
I love those
Such a
movies.
good
There's
movie.
like 3 of them, right?
Oh, yeah, and they just released a new one called Phantasm Ravager, and then they
Nice.
re-released the old one. They like redid it, and
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams' company like re-released it.
Oh, that's nice.
So that guy, Don Coscarelli, is a producer on this movie we're doing, and his producing partner is directing for the first time this movie called Apple Cart. And it's a very... I don't know how much... Did he tell you what you're allowed to say or anything?
He did not.
I mean, so the thing is,
So-
it does involve like a remake. Like it's like...
So it's just about an apple cart.
It's no.
that gets
It has nothing to do with the word. It has nothing to do with the word Apple
Yeah,
Cart. It
it's
feels
almost like
a code name.
Cloverfield.
Oh,
like
I got it.
Cloverfield had. There
Yeah.
was nothing in that
Literally
movie that
nothing.
was actually Cloverfield. It's
Right.
just that the studio was on Cloverfield.
The production company was...
yeah.
Yeah.
But it
It was a
involves a
code name.
reenactment.
It's a horror movie. It's a thriller.
Okay, reenactment.
Yes, and there's a reenactment, and so Bria and I are actually the same person.
Same person.
Wait, what?
In
Two
the film.
Allisons.
Yes. No, it's two
We can
Brias.
say this. I
It's
think
two
we can talk
Brias.
about this. He didn't tell me not to, but
Yeah.
I mean, we won't give away anything. But basically, like you know those like shows where it's like like
It's like a true crime,
True crime.
sort
Yeah,
of like
like
where
true
they do
crime.
reenactments.
or like
okay.
America's
Yes.
Most Wanted.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they're like, and they have these reenactors, which. I have a crazy story about that when I first moved to LA, but this is like, you know, a job people do and they reenact and
Yeah.
whatever. And so Allison I play the me in the actual part, like the person in
and
real life.
I'm the reenactment
She's
Bria.
the reenact.
That is
How
so
cool is
Who's
that?
better at the
right?
character then?
Oh,
Who's
I don't
better?
know. Did you watch me? Because I shot mine a while ago.
Is the reenactment part supposed to be kind of corny? Like, are you supposed to be a
Yes,
bad actress?
like yes,
Oh, okay.
like I was
Yeah.
supposed
Amazing.
to like overact like a motherfucker.
Amazing.
Like, the director was even like, "You can make it badder," and I'm like, "Badder? That's not a word." But he didn't say that. He speaks much more
but he's
eloquent
love
Yeah.
this
than
guy,
me.
right? Do you love
He's
him?
like,
His
what
name's
kind of
Brad
batter?
Pitt.
Like a pancake
exactly.
or
And
biscuit?
I thought you might know him because he's also a Marvel guy. Like he does
Yes.
all the behind the scenes for Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
So he's like
wow.
very
He's really tied
good at
in,
what
yeah.
he does.
Yeah.
And he's good at this like reenactment stuff. I
So
assume.
hope in 5 years you'll be
5
able
years
to
when this
see
comes out.
Well,
Apple
so do we
Cart.
know? Like, what was it? A choice? Is it like Boy's Life, or what was that movie called? Where Boyhood,
Oh,
where they
no,
shot
that's-
it?
No, just an indie movie.
So it
It's a-
just
yeah.
happened to be like.
I'm going to say a little something to actors out there. If you're going to do an indie movie, just know you're starting it now. It'll be out in 3 to 4 years.
Yes.
Like, and that's just what happens. And you know what? I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It's not like I feel like I don't know. It's fine.
part
it's
of
like,
the fun.
Yeah, and we keep doing more shooting on it, which is fine. I don't know. He's a great guy. I would shoot it for the next 3 years if I had to because he's so
Yeah,
nice.
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
Like if he was like,
It is such a dream when you work on indie projects and you get partnered up with like an amazing crew, an amazing cast.
Yes.
It-
And what's nice about this one too is that
Yeah.
you go see. A lot of times you're into these indie movies and you're like. About halfway through, you're like, "Ooh, this is going to be bad. Like, this is going to be really bad, and
Oh,
I'm going
yeah.
to have to talk about it,
Yep.
and it's going to be places, and people are going to see me in this bad movie."
Yeah, I have
and
a
I
cou-
don't feel that way about this one, which
Yes.
is great.
I have a couple of those that I just maybe don't speak about.
Yeah, you don't talk about. I have some like that as well that I just,
Yeah.
like I can't talk
Oh,
about.
we got
looks like we got
delivery.
a delivery. What did
What did we
is
get?
It? Kettle
We got
grease.
some kettle glazed donuts.
Oh my gosh! Is there
I'm
a name?
so gonna have a donut right
there
now.
was
No name?
but
No
Oh,
name.
didn't
thank
come
you
with a
whoever
name.
sent us these great
Yeah.
on the inside.
Yeah,
Oh
donuts.
my gosh! Look at
I'm
those
gonna
donuts.
have one of those right now.
Yeah.
Donuts are one of my
whoever
faves.
sent us donuts, thank you. They didn't include your name.
They didn't include
Whoever they
your
are.
name.
Include your name.
Best.
I've had 5 sips of champagne
Love
and I'm
it.
wasted.
And I have to tell you a story about reenactment.
Oh, yes, I wanna hear this.
So when I first moved to LA, I don't know if you did because I was like non-union.
Yeah, of
and
course.
you auditioned for these things, and I auditioned for America's Most Wanted because I was still a show because I moved here 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I booked it, and it was very exciting.
Oh,
It was like one of
nice.
the first things I booked in LA, and I was like, it was like a girl. Literally, the role was a girl who a rapist comes in to rape her, and she tells him she's on her period, and he leaves. That was the role. That was the role.
Amazing.
I
Oh, wait, really? Would telling a guy you're on your period just be like, well, then I'm not having sex?
Yeah,
with you?
It's
especially
a
a
true
rapist.
story, Allison.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh!
And then I'm like going to shoot it in like a week or something, and I get a call, and they're like, look, we have good news and bad news. The good news is they caught him. The bad news is
He's not America's Most Wanted anymore. Amazing.
He's not wanted.
he's not wanted. And so that was like one of my
Amazing.
first jobs, and I lost it, and I was so bummed.
Did they still pay you?
No.
Oh, because it's fucking non-union.
It's non-union.
Damn it.
It was non-union. And
That is a fantastic story.
Yeah.
Hey, good news. They caught the guy. Bad news is we don't need you for America's Most
Yeah.
Wanted
We
because he's
don't-
not
Bad news is
wanted
You're not
anymore.
getting paid.
yeah.
He's not wanted anymore.
You no longer have to cry and say, I'm on my period.
I'm on my period. Literally, I think that was my only line. When I'm just like, it comes in, I'm like shocked, and then like whatever. And it's that reenactment stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like so bad because
Yeah.
when I moved here, I was also a pretty bad actor.
No, we've
I
all
assume.
done terrible stuff.
It's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
but
me.
I
Yeah.
kind of wish I had that tape somewhere of like me doing something
I
horrible.
know.
Like that.
Oh my gosh. I'm
We
sure.
all have that like first thing that we did that's like,
Okay,
oh
go.
dear Lord.
Tell me what y'all's are.
I was in a short film that a friend of mine did called Revenge of the Egg Roll.
Revenge of the egg roll.
And I played. First off,
You guys get
I,
more food?
I think
Yeah, we got
did.
another delivery.
Holy
Who's this from?
shit.
Oh, is this from
Shane from Orlando, Florida said it's
Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Oh, balls
the
of chicken.
Oh,
nuggies.
thank you, Shane.
I'm going to eat so
As
many of
soon
those
as I'm done with
nuggies.
this amazing glazed donut that I'm currently just holding in my hand.
This is-
Good. It's impressive.
By the
Yeah.
way, if we do puke, it's not from too much
no,
alcohol.
it really
it's
too
from
much
too much
food.
It's because you
food.
ate a croissant and
Yeah.
then
A croissant.
some
Yeah.
a
donuts
croissant
and a
an
nugget.
American donut.
Yes.
So
I've already had a chocolate croissant from
I
Cheryl's
played when
there.
I first got to LA. I played a lot of white Southern racists.
Oh,
I
God.
can see you as that.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Red face now, especially.
Yeah.
You totally have a farmer's stand with
I
your
do. I
alcohol
totally have
issue.
a farmer's stand. So I played a lot of Hicks. You know what I mean? I think in Revenge of the Egg Rolls, I had I was wearing like not suspenders, overalls.
Overalls? Yes.
And a lot of talking like this.
Yep.
And that was so I was like, it's just horrible. I can't watch any of that stuff.
No, it's great.
Oh,
though.
my
That was your
God.
first thing?
As he says with his mouth full of donut.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good donut.
I mean, there's...
What was the first thing you did?
Embarrassing first. Like, it doesn't need to be the first thing, but something embarrassing.
I did a film that was literally called Hotties.
Ooh.
And it was like this. I mean, the theory behind it, I get. This guy was like, let me make a movie with a lot of hot women and then it will sell. But he kind of made fun of the idea by calling it Hotties. And I was actually the one role, like, I was still supposed to be fucking hot, but I was actually like the bitchy ex-girlfriends. It's like I break up with this, it's the story's about the guy, and I break up with the guy, I break his heart, and so he just goes on this like binge of hot women, like just trying to find the next one.
Was
So
this a
I
porno?
only
It sounds like
It's
a good
not.
plot for a porno. Okay.
It's actually a comedy. I mean,
Oh.
Oh, it's a comedy porno?
It's a comedy porno. It's a funny
I
porno.
love those.
I like the
I
serious
love those.
ones.
So I only pop up like, here and there and in like flashbacks and when I come up and try to ruin his life again and stuff like that. So I didn't have one of the gratuitous roles.
Sure.
I'll put it that way. But
Interesting.
I still don't remember if I mean I'm sure I saw it 13 years ago or something like that. But
I feel like there needs to be a sort of a female written and directed movie that sends up all the like 90s like shit that boys wrote.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and by the way,
Yeah.
and I watched as a
Right.
child.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
I love that shit as a kid
Yeah.
because they basically made it for me, even though I wasn't supposed to watch
What do
any
you,
of
what
that
do you
stuff.
mean? You're talking about like Porky's or something? Like
Yeah,
like
well,
do one of
Porky's I
those-
think was actually a little bit at least had a kind of a take that was fun. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
uh-huh,
Like it
uh-huh.
wasn't just about boobs; it just had boobs.
Sure.
Because it was sort of like that coming of age kind
I've
of thing.
actually never seen Porky's. I just know what the cover of it looks like from
Right.
being
Yeah.
at the VHS, the video store. You know.
I believe Porky's is a coming of age, sort of like the one dude who can't get laid, and they're like, there's a place called Porky's, which is like a brothel right over the Mexican border.
Oh, really?
And so they're like, let's all go to get Bill fucked, literally.
That's a good
And
plot.
then there's a sheriff there's like a sheriff at the line that doesn't let kids go over to the place. So it's this sort of like fun, campy,
Right.
Like it's got a
But
heart to
what
it,
would
even though also lots of
What
boobs.
would the female equivalent of that be? It's like, let's go get Shannon fucked, and they walk out the door and they're like, accomplished. Like, the movie is 4 minutes long,
Yeah.
and that includes
Hey,
the
who
sex.
wants to fuck Shannon?
Yeah.
I don't know. I got
I guess
5
I
minutes.
will. Yeah, I'm a teenage boy.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
What was her name again? Shannon. I am willing.
I'm
Oh my
in.
god.
I am Shan in.
What? I have a buddy who has a great story like from college where he just had one of those like crazy fucking nights and woke up the next morning so hungover and realized he woke up not in his bed. And he looked over and there was a girl next to him and he had no clue.
No.
And then he tells the story. He's like, and I knew her name was Karen because it said it on her necklace because she was wearing one of those like
Amazing.
gold name necklaces, and he was like, "Thank God."
By the way, that would be hysterical if she was like, if he was like, "Morning, Karen." He's like, "Karen's my mom's name."
Oh God.
She died last year. I'm wearing this necklace.
Yeah, in her honor.
Weird.
While I fuck strangers.
Should we do a story? Should we like actually accomplish something?
we have emails.
Oh, we have emails.
Actually, we have. Yeah, let's do
Let's
this.
do an email. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Well, first off, all right, whatever.
But,
Second email.
okay. So,
What? Oh, okay.
wow. First email went quick.
Well, I put. I
How drunk are you?
over-prepared.
Okay.
Over-prepared.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
Because I would rather be over-prepared than under a bus.
Under.
All right,
we
here
would
go.
like you to be over prepared
All right,
than
here we
under
go.
as well.
So this is from our buddy Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Tim Watts. A Drunksmas present for Tom.
Aw.
Yeah, I get so much love.
Hey guys, artist Tim here. Looking forward to hearing you three daily for a little while.
Yeah.
Starting already. You already know the special place Drunksmas, and all of you have in my heart because of
Yeah.
everything that happened last year, but I'll skip all the mushy stuff and get right to the goods. For some reason, the super volcano character has gotten stuck in the back of my mind. It pops up every now and again.
Ooh.
And a while back, I was thinking and realized that the costume I did first was just a ripoff of Superman
Okay.
with different colors.
Yeah.
I decided this was unacceptable.
Oh.
A character as iconic as Super Volcano can't go around with a costume that's a knockoff of some second-tier character like Superman. So attached to this email, you will find 2 pictures.
Ooh.
The first is a complete redesign of Super Volcano done in a pretty standard comic book art style.
Nice. Let me see.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
That's
Love.
great.
Okay, we have to make sure we tweet this out with this episode
Yes.
so people can see it.
The second is the same costume, but adapted for the time when Tom inevitably sells Super
my
Volcano,
gosh.
the animated series.
That is totally
awesome,
Super
right?
Volcano, the animated
right.
series.
Hope you guys
Tim, that's amazing.
all enjoy. Looking forward to seeing you guys at Comic-Con. Merry Christmas or Merry Drunksmas, Tim.
Jeez,
Tim,
thanks,
you're
Tim.
phenomenal.
These are getting framed
Thank
and hung
you.
up. Thank
Guys,
you, man.
I'm not following this conversation.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Cliff Notes version of
Thank
what's
you.
going on here. Tom has earned the nickname Super Volcano over the course
porn
of this
name.
podcast. It's his porn name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how.
I think it's my porn name.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
it is
remember.
your porn name. I just don't remember how it actually came to be Super Volcano.
So his like strengths are
Being hot
show you
or
later.
something.
I'll show you.
As he says with his wife
mostly in his
5
arms.
feet away from him.
She's not
She gives no fucks. Jen's like on her phone.
She's like, please,
whatever.
go touch somebody else.
his weaknesses are condoms.
And
Yeah, amazing. They stop the eruption.
Bria, you just earned your place on this show. So this one of our fans, Tim, is an artist, and he has drawn multiple Super Volcano.
Okay. Great.
Renderings.
Now this is your own.
Rad.
I mean,
This is-
I want to
yeah.
watch this show.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, the Super Volcano show. I want to see it.
Is like who's your arch villain? Is it? It's like the Christian right or something, or like someone
I think that's
who really
everybody's
hates
arch villain.
porn?
Oh, it's somebody who hates porn.
Anybody that wouldn't sleep
Amazing.
with me, I
Moms.
guess.
Does mom say porn? Who hates
Yeah.
porn?
Moms. It's probably like instead of mad, it's like mothers against porn.
Porn?
Map.
Map?
Map.
It's map.
It's those map ladies.
Yeah.
They'll come and
Funny.
get you.
My brain just immediately went to some like Aquaman. It didn't go to like anti-sex. It went to like what
I just
fights
love that all of a
volcanoes.
sudden you're like,
That's good. I like
Yeah.
that. Water.
yeah,
Right.
you're like, you know what? You know who hates the volcano? Aquaman.
Aquaman. Yeah,
Big
there you
fish,
go.
a giant fish.
Yeah, although thermal dynamics, all that stuff's happening
Wouldn't it-
underwater.
Wouldn't it be amazing?
Don't bring,
I'm just
what?
saying.
It's 9:30 in the morning. don't say words like that. to me.
I use big words once every show.
What if Super Volcano turns up as like a sub-villain in the Justice League movie?
That would be amazing.
Tom, Tom, what are you
Dude.
not telling us?
I'll do it.
If there was a bar shot in the Justice League and all of a sudden Tom just sort of turns around, I'd be like,
my God.
Super Volcano's going to be involved.
How do we make that happen?
Yeah.
I will talk to Steve.
That's awesome. What's our time like? We have time for a story. Let's do a
28
story.
minutes in, yeah.
Let's do a story.
gonna
Let's do a story. We're going to do a story.
Bria, this is the entire point of our podcast
Okay.
is to do a story.
Oh,
You're,
your
you're only
story.
going to be here for one.
Where do you guys find these stories?
The internet.
Yeah.
That beautiful, glorious,
I've heard of it.
Hole.
I've heard of it.
Eden-like place, the internet.
Yeah.
Eden-like place where information goes to die.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So this first story.
Only.
A story. Moon Mining Company
Oh.
says or eyes Elon Musk and SpaceX as
Yeah.
partner.
Yes.
So Moon Express.
That's what they're actually called?
Moon Express.
Oh, my God.
Because why not?
Yeah.
A startup company based in Cape Canaveral recently obtained permission from the U.S. government to travel to the moon and explore for resources, making them the first private company to do so. So Moon Express literally has the right to go to the moon and mine
dig
shit.
up shit.
Right, and dig up shit.
Oh, I think that's good.
Right?
But do we,
Well,
do-
yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's good
go
as long as they
destroy some other
don't
planet.
dig
Like, destroy
so
the
much
fucking
that
moon.
the fucking
'Cause we've done that.
tides are bad.
Yeah.
We have some issues with
Yeah.
with mining and on this planet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Over
exactly.
exploitation.
Fracking's no good.
No.
There
Well,
was recently,
giant
I'm
holes
from
is
Texas,
no
and
good.
there was recently like an earthquake there, and it was
Yeah.
just because of fracking.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
we don't have earthquakes there.
Amazing.
Also, the moon controls our tides,
right.
which if we don't
Speaking
have
of
tides...
Aquaman,
Yeah, we're kind of fucked.
what are we doing?
We got another delivery.
Another delivery.
Guys, I feel like
What
I
did
came
we
with
get?
the exact right. I feel like I came
Yeah.
with
You
the
did.
right.
You did.
did.
Oh,
No
there's no
name.
name again.
Oh.
Bottle of champagne.
Champers.
say?
Oh, that
Outside.
says it says Bap Weep Grata Weep Nini Bond.
Oh,
It's
it's
that
the
thing.
Transformers thing.
Yes, exactly.
Bah weep reap not
weep.
fava deep.
Oh, I'm so
That's
sad there's not a
Transformers.
name on it.
Postmates? How is this
Let's put this in the
working?
fridge.
We have no idea.
Oh, it's just magic?
Yep.
Postmates.
There's literally a witch delivering this shit to the
Yeah,
door. It's just
exactly.
like, witches and elves are just like,
Yeah.
what happens?
Have you seen the witch delivery service?
Thank you,
God, if
whoever.
someone showed up in a witch outfit
That'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
in my door with like my ramen, I'd
Yeah.
be like, yeah.
Ramen's here. And then they're like, it's still hot. Be careful eating it. And then they
She
just
serves it in
disappear.
a cauldron.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I love it. Well, thank you for whoever just sent us a bottle of champagne.
Yeah. Champers.
Yeah.
We'll have to use that for next eps. So anyway, so
what
the
are they
moon.
mining
So
for?
the-
Cheese.
yeah.
They don't.
Cheese. See what
I
did? It's like the fondue lakes on the moon. Yeah, no, they haven't said they're going to do exploration, so they want to see what they have up there that they could mine. And it's a cool idea. Like, it's a cool idea that we're letting people go to the moon.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
yeah.
private people are like, we could totally go to the moon.
Yeah.
You know what I
Do that.
mean?
Yeah, we should
Like,
do that, yeah.
before, 30 years ago, whenever it was, 60s when we went, it's like
There were
nobody
rules,
but
yeah.
governments could go because nobody has enough cash.
Right, and they
Right.
all faked it anyway. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
studios.
totally
They're like, actually, we shot here. A lot of people.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm completely blanking, but who's the astronaut who punched a dude for saying
Buzz.
Lightyear.
Yeah, Buzz
Lightyear.
Lightyear.
Sorry, again, champagne at 9:30 in the morning.
No, Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz
Yeah, he
Aldrin.
punched some dude because he
Oh,
was like,
that's
"Fuck
rad.
you, I took the moon."
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, "Just shut up." And
Yeah.
because the guy had been following him to
Yes.
speaking
Yes.
gigs, and constantly like berating him about the fact that he never went to the moon. Never.
Yeah.
And by the way, Buzz is a fucking fighter pilot. Like
Yeah.
he's a test pilot. Like
Right.
he's like that's like pissing on Chuck Yeager. Like you're gonna get punched.
Yeah,
that's
you
cool.
need to be
Good for
punched.
him
Yeah.
that he punched somebody for that.
Doesn't matter that he's-
Did they sue him for a bunch of
I
money?
don't think they could. I mean, he was like, "But," and they're like, "Guy, no."
Also, how
he's-
embarrassing just to be punched by like an 80-year-old man.
Yeah, true, true.
yeah, Buzz is a big
so
dude.
we don't know
Yeah.
what they're looking for. Like, are they?
We don't
Are they
know.
going up there looking for oil? Because if so, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, no.
Well, I don't think so because I doubt that there is oil.
Well, and because the moon is just like a piece of space
Why
rock.
would there? Tell me why there's not oil.
I don't know. I feel like isn't oil
Dinosaurs?
Yeah, isn't oil like carbon
something like
that's
that.
turned
I
into
think it
over
is.
the many moons?
And we assume nobody's
Yes.
ever lived on the moon.
assume.
We do assume that.
I
yes.
assume that. We did look a little bit, kick some rocks.
But I mean,
Guys, we totally, like, wandered
this
around
is,
in
like,
one
thousands
small
of years ago
space.
shit. Like, I mean, this is thousands, tens of thousands of years. That's where the oil.
What
comes
if the
from.
other side
That's
of the
true.
moon is like literally pure diamond, and we've just never seen it?
First off, congratulations to Niv Jain from Moon Express, if that's the
Oh,
case,
it is-
because
Is that who that is?
that would be amazing. He's just like, I don't know. Hey, there's a shadowy part. Just check over there. And they're like,
Oh,
Guys, it's diamonds.
all the engagement
How
rings
many?
in the world.
All of them.
All the diamonds.
De Beers shows up and is like, those are ours now. Thank you. We will put these in the locked safes where we have all the other diamonds.
So I have like, this is going to sound like a bizarre story, but it'll get back into what we're talking about. So last night I went to see the Brothers Osborne in concert, which is this country band. They just won a CMA like this past week or past month or whatever. And I went to go see them because John Osborne, the guitarist in the band, is my cousin's guitarist from their garage band back in high school.
Whoa.
Yes. So back in high school, my cousin was the drummer in this garage band called Jackson Jive in Maryland, and I was like their only fan.
Nice.
Maybe their third fan, but I
Nice.
went and saw a bunch of their shows.
I can like see you going to these shows.
Yeah.
Like, this is like really heartwarming
Well,
for me.
yeah.
You show up to all the shows, and sometimes it's just you.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
Because my cousin and I are we're 6 weeks apart, so we
yeah.
kind of grew up like siblings, basically.
Yeah.
So I like went and supported the show. I got to know the band really well. Obviously, have not seen this guy John since I think 1999 or something like that. And then recently this year we got reconnected because like a producer that I worked with years ago met him for some reason, and they friended each other on Facebook, and I was literally their only mutual friend, and they were like, how do you know Alison? So the producer reconnected John and I, and so John was like, I'm playing a show in LA, you have to come see it. So I went to the Brother Osborne concert last night. It was fucking fantastic, by the way. I forget, we don't really have rock and roll anymore. Do you realize that? Like, rock and roll
Interesting.
doesn't exist. We have like pop music.
I think it exists on the indie level, the independent level.
Yes. But you don't really see. My point is,
You
is
don't go to rock concerts.
You don't go to concerts where there's just like sick guitar solos. That's what rock is to me.
Sick guitar solo. You
And
don't
that's
just see like really sick shredding guitar solos
You
anymore.
don't.
And I feel bad about
Sick
that.
Guitar solos.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, basically.
I'm with you.
So, but
Yeah, I
anyway,
get it.
country.
You can have whatever interpretation of rock and roll you want.
Yeah, but country's kind of one of the only genres that actually just has like maybe an electric guitar and a bass and whatever, and guitar solos, right? So I was there and I was like, yes, I forgot what live music is like. Anyway, my whole point is after this show, I'm hanging out with John. We're like catching up and all this stuff. And for some reason, we get on the topic of Elon Musk, as everyone always does.
Amazing.
And John was like, because I was making the comment that like Elon Musk is here to save the human race, and he was like, no, Elon Musk is obviously an alien who has been stranded on our planet, and he's just doing this so he can escape. Like he's just trying to get his own form of space travel so he can be like,
amazing.
fuck off, motherfuckers, and like
That
leave us all
is
behind.
amazing.
And I was like,
It's a little bit like a supervillain too.
He does.
Like
He
if we were going
does.
to cast the supervillain in the world and it wasn't Trump, then it would be him.
Yeah.
Probably. You know,
And he would have like, I could see him being like, come over to my island. It's great. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
like-
you built an island?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's fun. It's just easier this way. And then you get there and you're like,
And he puts
what
you
are
in a
those
cage.
poor Indonesian boys doing in the cages? And they're like, oh,
Don't worry
that's how
about
the
it.
island floats.
the way it goes. They literally like have to keep running
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something.
just jumping to like, and they have to jump simultaneously to keep the island up in the air.
Amazing.
Oh, man.
I think
I'm glad
alien
he's doing
technology
stuff,
would be
though.
better
I think
than
he's
that.
doing great stuff. There's a really good there's a good Werner Herzog movie that I just watched about
Ooh.
technology that came out this year or last year. He has one about volcanoes and then one about like the internet culture.
Hey,
Is it a
Volcanoes.
super volcano?
Yeah,
Volcanoes,
he
that's
has one
neat.
about volcanoes that just came out.
Yeah, it's
My
called like
expertise,
Hot
man.
Fire or something
Yeah,
like that, or
so-
like 1,000 Degrees or some shit. Yeah, it's on
Hot
Netflix.
Fire. God, I wish it was called Hot Fire. I don't think it is.
Hot
But it's
Fire.
one about the internet and internet culture. And they interview Elon Musk, and you're like, man, this guy is really smart. Like his like
Yeah.
ideas about the internet and technology and stuff. Where you're like, oh right, you are kind of from another planet.
I mean, he's
Well,
not
people
a man
forget that he was one of the guys that founded PayPal.
who.
Like-
Right.
Yeah,
Really?
like one of his first companies was fucking PayPal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
I mean,
like
talk about a man who
familiar
he doesn't just like think outside the box. He's like, there is no shapes.
He is-
like, he
right.
just-
there is no shit.
I was gonna say he's the box, but you're right. That's way
he
better.
is the
Yeah.
box, yeah.
It's the box.
Yeah,
I know.
I like it.
All right,
I
I
like it.
think.
All right, I
feel
think
like
we
just
did episode
successfully
1.
did our first episode.
I think so. I mean,
Bria-
successful.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
happened?
you can't drink, but your face has gotten less red.
I think here's the thing. I think you should have to eat a pastry every show.
That is going to happen whether I'm forced to or not.
And
You're-
then
you're-
Alex, exercise. Think about
there
it.
you go.
I might exercise tonight.
You'll have Fat Smith
I'm not.
instead of Drunksmas.
Fat Smith. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 7 of Fat Smith.
And then you'll be the first barfer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay!
I'll have my my barf bucket.
There you go, Bria. Thank you so much
Hey,
for joining
thanks for having
us.
me, guys.
So much fun.
Have a good rest of the day.
Where can everyone find you?
Just at Bria Gran is my Twitter, Instagram, and my what is that called? Website.
Yes.
Nice.
Freegrant.com. Yeah.
Woo! Love it. Check her out at all her indie films, even though they were made 3 to 5 years ago. And that is it for our first episode of Drunksmas. Please, if you liked what you heard, subscribe to us, rate us, validate our existence. You can email us at halfhourhappyhourfans@gmail.com. We will not get to those emails on Drunksmas, but in the new year, we will get to them.
Correct.
Yes. And, right, that's all. Oh, you can follow us on Twitter at halfhourhappyhr. That is it. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Alison Haislip.
And I'm Alex Albrecht, sitting in with us as always, Tom Super Volcano Kravsky.
And his new fancy digs.
Love it.
His new fancy digs.
I'm going to go eat some Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Peace.
Merry Christmas.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.